first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy. Maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's West. And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try it on the ground. And the Huskies pick up the first down. An easy call to go for it and easier after you make it.
Yeah, we've seen it from this offense, too, throughout the season. In these types of situations, they just believe that they can make the play and they can get the push up front, and that's exactly what happened on that.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Absolutely perfect.
Nebraska 7, Washington 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Sooners have opened up this lead, and with that linebacker looking like a young Brian Bosworth out there today, points could be hard to come by the rest of the way.
is
Boy,
incomplete.
KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's West. Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Second down.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. The short hands, it's Washington. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Quick completion on the out route. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First down to start the drive after the break. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. It's a draw. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll get rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. On second down, wants to throw it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The sure hands, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
A high kick trying to pen them deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Finds his man, it's Coleman. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Huskers are flying down the field. He'll do it himself. Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Huskers are in the hurry-up. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers! They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Immediately fires to the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. To the air, it's West. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And first down for the offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This is a 3rd and long. Right back to it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. He'll take another shot here. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska! Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to the ground. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A first down for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Shakes off the tackler. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? quickly complete. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense,
all kinds of running room. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
you're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Trying the left side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards.
Unleashes one deep. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Throws toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to scramble. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We've come to the... And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Williams will pass. Extending the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. looking to throw for it. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They want to just keep throwing it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Quick strike complete. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Might be looking to run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown! See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give out of the gun. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Husker! On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Caught near the sideline, it's Coles. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
That's caught. It's Coles. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Offense in a bunch formation. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Combs.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snagged on the outside, it's Williams.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Washington.
Williams will pass. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll throw it on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already.
1st down here for the offense.
29 Philly, 2-9-50.
He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways